Yo, what's good, YouTube? We back with another video, man. It's your boy Ron Gleezy, Ron Glow. Back with another video. We finna react to the real reason Faceworld 079 got indicted. Now, for y'all that don't know, these YouTube community, y'all don't probably be tapped in for real. Y'all probably don't even be watching other shit like this. But shout out to my boy Street News TV. That's first and foremost. Shout out to my boy Street News TV on Bro Grade. But first off, man, Chicago, this gang, man, motherfucker Faceworld, 079 Faceworld, they out south side Chicago. They just got hit with a fucking, basically a Rico, basically. Feds did a sweep, came through, indicted like 6 of their ass, I think. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I seen this shit on my Facebook. I'm like, man, I already know motherfuckers finna be talking about this shit, so why not react to this shit, man? So, without further ado, we finna go on here and get to it. Finna give our opinion on this shit, man. Break this shit down, man. On bro, but nah. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Let's get it.
18th, 2019, Lil Mister was walking down 74th at Harvard, only a block away from Wiggle World's main block, when a dark colored car pulled up and
dealing with this Faceworld 079 case, there's a lot more to it than what meets the eye. I'm gonna break a little bit of it down for y'all. First and foremost, you have Faceworld 079, you have Faceworld 069. 069 is M Block. You know what I'm saying? They have Western, Tallman, 69th. And 079 is like, 79th, 80th, Parnell, Stewart. At one point in time,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been watching this nigga since I was in high school, gang. I'm grown as hell now. I'm like 20, I'm 21. I've been watching this nigga since I was like 15, 16, bro. No about gang. Like, he be knowing all the info. He know the scoop, the inside scoop, how this happened, how that happened. Ooh. Like, if you want to hear about some Chicago shit going on, man, make sure y'all just come to Street News TV, man. Come to Street News TV, man. He got all the info, man. Street News TV. For real.
World and Faceworld was cool, right? Now, mind you, Lil Mister, Rico Reckless, MOB Baby, those guys are from Wiggle World. They were cool. Mister actually got pictures and stuff with them. You know what I'm saying? They ended up falling out behind a guy that got killed that went by the name Juju, right? It was already tension brewing. And then eventually Juju would end up being killed. And then that sparked a whole lot of things. It kind of turned Faceworld 079 into some real savages. So every day, slide.
This shit just went sour after somebody. You know, that's how I always be, man. After one member get killed by somebody back door or whatever, shit go real sour, and then a bunch of other lives get to the process, man.
Catching whoever they can, for real. And in the process of that, like I said in my last video, they ended up catching a lot of innocent bystanders, but they did end up catching a lot of members too. Now, they ended up taking out a guy that went by the name of Donnie, right? And at Donnie's funeral, there was a mass shooting. So this is a big part of what brought the Rico on. Donnie's funeral, remember I'm telling y'all this, Donnie's funeral was basically damn near the nail in the coffin for them. You know what I'm saying? The feds had already suspected them of doing that. And they said, well, shit, if they get the evidence to find out that Faceworld did this, boom, that's where the Rico come in at, because 15 people were shot. So that was a mass shooting.
Damn.
Then you had...
That shit like crazy, gang. Like, that shit crazy, but it's not as crazy because shit like that is normal here in Chicago. I ain't gonna about, like, it's so many mass shootings, but 15, that is crazy still. But there's been so many situations where fucking hella people that been shot at or shot or hurt or, but that shit crazy, gang. Like, 15 people in the process of that, gang, like, that shit crazy, man.
There 4 innocent women, 4 different innocent women that were taken out that are on those indictments.
That's fucked up. Hold on.
For innocent women that were taken out that are on those indictments. Dewey Fo. We all know that Dewey Fo, he was Dirk's cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's
that shit known. It's always, it's Chicago, like, it's like Chicago's big, but it's small at the same time. Like, this a big ass city, but Motherfuckers, you don't know, gang. Like, you don't know. Like how I said in my last video. I said, you never know who, gang. Motherfuckers be having cousins, brothers, all type of shit.
Information. But Dewey Fo was Dirk's cousin. Dewey Fo was said to be the driver on the Little Mister hit. Allegedly, Dewey Fo's brother pulled the trigger and Dewey was doing the driving, you know? So that's one body that they had, you know, Dewey Fo linked to. They had him linked to 2 female bodies whose names I'm not mentioning because their families, like, they be going ballistic on people when they talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't happen. Like, it wasn't on the news. But anyway, y'all can go look that up. I do have a video that I did a while back. It's about Dewey Fo and it's about Lil Mister, how Dewey Fo backdoored Lil Mister, and then he turned around and he get backdoored by his cousin, which was 800 Fats. You know what I'm saying? 4 cousins. You got Dirk, Fats, Dewey Fo, and Lil Mister. 2 out of the 4 end up dead. You know what I'm saying? So they're not all related to each other, but they all are, you know, related to somebody within that, you know, within that circle. Like I said, 079, they was doing a lot. They started doing a lot, especially Dewey Fo. Dewey Fo was reckless. And now that it's coming out, how reckless Dewey Fo was, allegedly, we're starting to understand why it was so easy for his cousin to backdoor him, you know? They saying that Dewey Fo and a guy named Keyshawn Wordlow are like the top hitters when it comes to Wooga World. They was out there putting in all the work. If they wasn't actually doing the hit theyself, pulling the trigger, then they was definitely driving or spotting or doing something. You know, this is what the Fed's saying. The paperwork is out there, y'all. Allegedly,
all I wanted was a 0 minimum manufacturer, and then I found Tap Stitch.
Faceworld went and did something to a guy way in Romeoville. You know, that was a guy that was dissing, you know? A guy that went by the name of LME Samo. He was dissing, he dropped the...
Gang, this shit is crazy, gang. Let me break this shit down, folks. So, basically, he said these niggas from Faceworld, 079 Faceworld, they all the way out south, for y'all that don't know, the south side of Chicago. The Romeoville, gang. So he said these niggas travel all the way to Romeoville. And gang, you know what's fucked up about this? I work out there, gang. Like, I ain't gonna say where I work at, but I work in Romeoville. That's what's fucked up. To this day, I work out there. And that's crazy, gang. But they basically took a trip from all the way from 79th to Romeoville. That's a far drive. Romeoville is it's like a southwest suburb of Illinois. It's like a southwest Illinois suburb. It was like 40 minutes away from Chicago with no traffic. But with traffic shit, that's like an hour 30. And that's why I work at, gang. That's crazy though. That just goes to show, like, motherfucker ain't nowhere safe in Illinois. Fuck Chicago. In the state of Illinois, ain't nowhere safe. Like, if you say something to somebody and motherfuckers know you and you known, and you know, motherfuckers can get in touch with you easily.
This song, he died shortly after that. Like, I want to say like a couple days later. Wasn't even a week. Allegedly, Faceworld went to Romeoville and killed him, and then got on the internet and started bragging about it. Now, Faceworld, of course, also goes by Newski Gang, if you didn't know that, in honor of Dirk's cousin, Newski, you know? Faceworld, again, Faceworld is also into it with the other Faceworld, which is, you know, M Block and all of that shit. They got into it because Faceworld 069 started hanging with Wooga World, you know? So boom, that's where that split came in. Now they beefing with each other, which always ends up happening. This indictment right here, this ain't no new indictment. This is something that been going on. The newspaper for this indictment came out years ago, you know? But
damn.
Yeah, they definitely was in the hood, man, making that spot over there real hot. And between Wooga World and Faceworld over there in that area, you know, Brick Squad and CMB, Blockburn and all of them over there in that area, that 67, 75 Alliance and all of them, they was making that spot real hot. Like, it's so many dead homies from over there. They was saying that Wooga World had lost like 15 people in 2 years. Like 15 people in 2 years. Because a lot of them was just getting taken out. But all of those people wasn't members. All of those guys that ended up being taken out, and those ladies that ended up being taken out, they definitely all wasn't members either. So, you know, they was active, and now their time has come, man. Now their time has come. Like I said, the feds must have got that information or whatever they needed to prove that they shot up Donnie shit and they was catching these bodies, straight up. I'm pretty sure that they got some pretty good information. And then they got these guys telling. Now they got Monty in the interrogation room and he's singing his guts out. So, you know, it ain't no telling what the other guys have said either, you know.
That's the whole thing, shit. Like, damn, gang. I don't understand niggas. And this coming from a civilian. I don't gangbang. I'm not a street nigga, no, none of that. But at least I can acknowledge and know what's right and wrong. If you gonna sign up, jump out the porch and be in the trenches, do whatever you doing, and be a street nigga, and you a gangster, and you savage, you this and that and that and this, why can't you hold your own when you get your ass in that interrogation room? You know, folks get the question, you asking you questions like, okay, so who did it? Ooh, why do niggas fold in that heat of the moment? But outside of that, they gangster, they gang this, they gang that. Like, man, I don't understand niggas, gang. Like, if you already done jumped into this shit, what's the point of snitching? Hold it down, gang. Like, that shit done, gang. Now everybody finna go down because of one fucking rat. That's all it takes. One rat.
It's really a shit show over there. But SCN will definitely keep y'all posted, man. Real talk. Dealing with this situation. Of course, it's another shit show. And of course, it's some more content, man. But you know what I like to say? Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies and try not to get slimed out. It's your boy.
That's real.
The gun.